visited me before Silverstone. So, last week was not terrible. We finished, I think it was fourth, yep. But we definitely want to get podiums this time. Like, I hate being on the edge of it and then we miss out because of something. Something happens. So this time we really want to get the podium. This is going to be the first race with the rubber banding taking effect, so it should be much closer racing. Now, just a small reminder, rubber banding, it will slow down the leaders a little bit so it's not a huge 20-second gap, so it's more active. At the same time, it'll also push them up behind me, so we got to make sure we defend properly, such as taking the inside on corners, and Silverstone especially, since we have two big DRS zones, 5 and 6, and 14-15. For 14-15, if they catch me in the start, then there's nothing I can do, since they'll have more momentum than me. But if they catch me on the end, then we could defend and then go to the inside and then kind of secure our lane there. Same thing for 5 to 6. Most defenses are going to be trying to force them to go on the outside and then try and pick up speed with a better exit. So that's there. The biggest challenges we're looking at for Silverstone, though, is Magnussen Beckett or turns 10 to 14. Or 10 to 13. 10 to 13. This is a relatively high speed set of corners that if you mess up the line on the end on entry or exit, it could basically push you off the track because you have to be going at it very quickly. To kind of get it, I was following Lewis Hamilton's guide video on it, and I found that he went full throttle on sections 10 and 11, and then 12 to 13 he slowed down. We can't really go full throttle with the car we currently have. It's not as good as, let's say, the Mercedes model. And maybe next time I do this, like next season, I'll be using better modded F1 cards, especially like Formula Ones. But anyways, yeah. So we're gonna have to keep a more solid line, get off the full push on turn 10, and then 11, get off the throttle and kind of keep it like that, and throughout 12 to 13, and then brake probably along 13. But if all things goes well, we could try and keep our momentum and position throughout it, and then continue to push on the later sections. The rest of the track is not too hard, other than 6 to 8. That's also a little tricky. High speed, not maybe high speed, but long turn with a minimum speed of like around 100 kilometers per hour. So still tricky, but doable. Let's just go for podium, or more specifically first, but podium would be really good too. say, man. We were doing pretty good because of how the AI, or not how the AI, but because of the big crash at the start of the race, we managed to avoid it and then get some places through just passing, catching up to the front and passing. And because of that, we managed to get P2, but I got too, I wouldn't say too greedy. There was a late dive bomb on the inside on one of the turns that went to the DRS zone. He had DRS and we couldn't catch up to him. So I tried to go for all long, I wouldn't say long, but ascend around the outside of one of the larger turns. That did not go well and we went off the track. So unfortunately, instead of getting the second we were really fighting for, and even the podium, or even, staying on the podium and getting first, we bottled it and got fourth. So not bad, pretty good actually compared to my history, but it's not a podium. That's the big thing. I really want the podium and I really thought I could get it, but we ended up messing up there. But one thing that showed was A, the batteries definitely helping, and then 2, the, what was it called? I was able to kind of keep the pace with them since the rubber band didn't help to slow them down, so they weren't too ahead, and they still had to fight to pass. So I think I'm probably going to leave it like this for the rest of the season. It at least gives me a chance to get back and to at least keep up as long as I'm driving well, and it's more fun and hopefully more entertaining. But yeah, we messed up on that turn and that definitely cost us a podium finish. Could have gotten third at least if I kept it, because that was on the final lap. That guy got me. But yeah, we messed up, got a little too greedy. Gonna try and learn from that, and next time go for safer overtakes, because if I kept it, if I just stayed with him, I would have been able to pass him on the turn to Maggots and Beckett's. And because I know that they slow down there, so it would have been way safer to do that and then push through Maggots and Beckett's, try and defend on the final DRS zone and get it, but it didn't work out. Yeah, I got too greedy. Trying not to do that again. But yeah, so because of that, we managed to move up to third with 77 points, which is pretty good, all things considered. So that is 3 points behind second, but it is 21 points behind Dwayne. Unfortunately, he managed to finish this race, and 8 points, I'm not too sure where that is, but because I have to look again, it's he's somewhere. I think he got like 6th or 7th. So he managed to further his lead. At this rate, if we could get in the podium and hopefully make sure he does not get there, we could really get back to it. But he's definitely widening the gap, and that is not good. Joy is also very much a threat because he was the one that passed me for third, so he's up there in the podium fight too. So he's one car we definitely have to worry about. Dean Walter's another one. I think we were lucky this time where he got hit in the earlier part of the race and managed to pass him. But here's another problem. So another thing that was also changed for their settings was their aggression was raised higher. Before it was much lower. Now it's around like 70. So I think you could see during some of my races they were like fighting each other and actively were passing each other with the DRS and all those different things. So we could hopefully take advantage of that to pass them or catch up, which is the main point at this point. I got some more experience with attacking. Thought it was really cool. I think that's kind of it. We made a mistake that cost us the podium. Hopefully the Hungarian one, which is next. It's not going to be. It's much shorter because I've already done some practice for it, but hopefully we can lock in a good place there. The scary part is just a big DRS zone along the start of the race. But as long as we can get a good exit on the turn to 4, we could keep it. We could keep the position. Now, the biggest thing is just the weighing. I mean, to be honest, I'm a little nervous because 21's like, that's almost a first place finish. Like, for me to bridge that gap right now, well, like, let's say the next race, I would have to come first. He would have to come like ninth, or not ninth, like I think like 7th or 8th. Like, he's relatively consistent, so I don't know. We're gonna keep pushing for podiums because we definitely need it if we want to finish this championship first, but it's not gonna be easy. So yeah, wish me the best. I'll see you next time in Hungarian Grand Prix. There is 12 more races to go, so still a ton of room, but we don't want to be taking it to Abu Dhabi. I kind of want to build a huge lead where I can just say, okay, we're dominating. But I don't know how, if that's gonna happen. So yeah, thanks for watching.